Well, DD India's Akshay Dongre joins us from the national capital. Akshay, good afternoon. What are some of the key issues and review developments that this particular virtual summit will address?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, to Anil, and to all of our viewers. And curtains are coming down as far as our second summit of the leaders of the G20 is concerned within a span of just 2.5 months. This is unprecedented and, in fact, a historical moment in the history of the G20 as a grouping, because this for the first time that a follow-up summit of the leaders is happening, that too via virtual mode. And this is after Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the G20 Leaders Summit in New Delhi in the month of September had emphasized on that merely declaration and adopting a declaration is not enough. A follow-up is also required as far as the agenda is concerned. So coming back to your question, that what exactly are the key issues that will be discussed or were part of the New Delhi declaration, then we talk about food security as being perhaps one of the most pertinent issues for the countries of Global South, especially the food insecurity that has emanated after the Ukraine war. We are looking at sustainable development goals. We are looking at a green energy transition, for which the Global South has been asking help from the Global North or the developed countries. We are talking about women-led sustainable development goals as well. We are looking at all the other issues that are related to the economy of the G20 nations and as the world as a whole. So there are a range of issues that will be affecting, or rather that have been adopted in the New Delhi declaration, that needs following up on regular period of time, and that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi had emphasized on a follow-up part, that merely declaration will not result into the achievement of the goals that have been decided by the G20 leaders, and follow-up will be very important. It will be necessary, and perhaps this is in fact a new rules that have been laid out during India's G20 presidency that will be making the grouping more efficient as far as the upcoming presidencies are concerned.
Okay, Akshay, do you see any kind of headway, especially in the G20 consensus on tripling, especially renewable energy capacity globally by 2030, take shape as we head into the COP28 summit in the Middle East?
Well, what we are looking at this point of time would broadly be the topics that have already been talked about. The follow-up on all of these issues. As far as the new issues are concerned, New Delhi has said that it is up to the new chair, the upcoming chair for G20 to take up the new issues, and the virtual summit will be mostly focusing on the follow-up on all of the issues. But when we talk about COP28 and talk about the transition into renewable energies, then during India's presidency of the G20 as well, a very important key issue that was being raised time and again, be it at the ministerial level meetings or at the leaders summit, that there needs to be a concerted effort from the developed countries to in fact help the developing economies, to help the Global South to make that particular transition, because it is not going to be easy for the developing world to in fact allocate all of the resources that their countries have into just transition of energy, and they will require substantial amount of help from the Global North. So that voice of the Global South has been raised by India time and again, and now with the African Union being part of the G20 as well, this voice will only be amplified by the leaders when they meet and sit together for the virtual summit that will kickstart at 5:30 p.m.
Well, thank you. That was DD India correspondent Akshay Dongre getting us the latest on that virtual G20 summit that India hosts later today.